without further ado, here is 5 things I hate about my 2024 Subaru BRZ. Now, there's not a lot of things that I hate about this car, but I gotta make this video because every time you get a car, you need to make that video that shows the bad things about the car. Here on this channel, I'm constantly talking and yapping about how awesome the Subaru BRZ is, but it does have its flaws. And in this video, I'm going to demonstrate 5 of what I think the least desirable things on the 2024 BRZ. It's not specific to the older generation ones or even the 22, because some of these 22s didn't have the eyesight. All right, guys, the first order of business is the trunk space opening is significantly smaller than on the last gen BRZ and FRS GT86. It's tough to do, anything in this truck. I can barely fit the one stock wheel and tire in and out, let alone 4 of them. In the older car, it opened up a lot wider and a lot easier to get stuff in. Even though it's a 2-door coupe, the BRZ has surprising amounts of space. So I'd like to be able to utilize all of that easily. And it's hard when the trunk opening is just so small. But as you guys can see here, I have definitely managed to fit quite a few things in here. Not easily because of the opening, but I can still fit stuff in here. I just wish Subaru would have kept, and Toyota would have kept, that larger trunk opening. All right, the second thing I hate about my 24 Subaru BRZ is the new cup holder design. In the older cars, the FRS, the GT86, and the older gen BRZ, they had a cup holder that you could take in and out and had a little armrest thing that you could slide over the top that was super nice for the back of your elbow when you're driving. It was always open, but you could move that thing around to where you wanted to. You could have it one drink here and have the armrest thing here, or you could do vice versa. With the new design, they have it like a BMW center console with a little button and opens and closes like that, but it's too low for me. I have a little aftermarket Amazon pad here that helps a lot. Definitely recommend you guys getting that if you have this car. But I think the older design was better. I don't really like how my iPhone charger has to be in where the cup holders are. And then at the end of the day, I can't take this out and just use it for storage like in the old car. Cup holders are stuck in here. You cannot take them out. Here's another angle for you guys to see just how kind of annoying the design is. Like if you want it closed, it's closed. If you want to open, I just don't think that it's the best design personally, but it's fine enough. Definitely recommend you guys to check this thing out on Amazon. I should try to get a link. Another major annoyance of the new 2024 Subaru BRZ is there's not really a spot for my keys or phone. That is the cup holder. So when I want to get a drink or when I want to put multiple drinks in my car, I basically have to put them in the door cup holders, which isn't the end of the world, but that's what I liked about that old design, was I had a spot for my keys and my phone behind the first cup holder. Yeah, so say I'm in here with my girlfriend and, she's got her phone, I got my phone, I got my keys, she might have her pair of keys too. We don't really have a place to put them, especially if I have my hydroflask, which does fit conveniently in the door pocket cup holders. That's always kind of there. She has hers over there. I'm gonna have mine over here. So I gotta take my keys out of that cup holder. And then what if I wanna put my keys in this cup holder? It's just like, I don't really have a spot. And then my phone, I'm using my phone to film, so I can't really make an example of that right now. But I don't really have a place to put my phone. I end up just putting it in the cup holders right here, and it works out fine. But most of the time I'm by myself, so if you are just by yourself, it's not really much of an issue. I just simply put my phone on the passenger seat. All right, guys, number 4 is this mirror, this rear view HomeLink compass having mirror is, I would say, one of not my least favorite things on the BRZ as well. This thing sucks. It says it's auto dimming, but when you have someone in your rear view and they're shining their brights at you, it really doesn't do the best job. In my opinion, this mirror kind of sucks. The old FRS mirror, I think, was a little bit better. It just doesn't dim as much as I want it to, and that is definitely a negative and something I actually do hate, because when somebody is shining their brights in that mirror, it's a lot to handle. And for auto dimming, I want to control how dim I want my mirror. I don't want auto dimming to control it where it doesn't even really dim it very well. That's a big gripe right there. So last but not least, guys, the final thing I hate about the new 2024 Subaru BRZ is a thing that you guys have probably heard a ton of, and a thing that gets kind of over talked about. The damn blinker. Yes, it sucks. Yes, you gotta freaking mess with it. It's not the most ideal blinker. It doesn't work like a regular blinker. You just tap it to blink 3 times. You like hold it up for it to actually do a blinker that's long. I can't even explain how it's gonna work. You guys just gotta try it out. You will get used to it. It's not something that just, you'll never get used to it. It just kind of sucks. I think the new WRX has the same blinker. Am I wrong, guys? Or is the new VB WRX have the same kind of blinker? If it's just the BRZ, that's kind of weird that they just put it on the BRZ. But yeah, 5th and final thing. Wow, that was actually so hard to find things I hate. Hate's a very strong word about the new Subaru BRZ. But let's move on to 5 things I really love, plus 1 bonus thing about the new 2024 Subaru BRZ. All right, first things first is this steering wheel, guys. This steering wheel is absolutely amazing. It's wrapped in like an Alcantara feeling like leather material. It feels so good. It's a little bit of softness to it, which is great when you're really gripping the wheel. The wheel is significantly smaller than the first gen cars, significantly smaller than most Subaru wheels, which is nice and proportionate for the size of the car. Easy wheel to just flip around, to do whatever you want, easy to drive, feels good on the hands, super ergonomic. I do appreciate that. You got some buttons on the steering wheel. It's funny, I heard that Subaru and Toyota were absolutely against putting buttons on the BRZ and the GR86, but I guess technology just got the best of them. So you got your radio stuff over here. You can change the volume and switch songs. You have your source button, you have your hang up and answer button there for your phone calls, and on this side you got your menu stuff. You got your cruise control car length in front of you, which is so nice. This is adaptive cruise control on the new BRZ with the eyesight. In case you guys didn't know, the 2024 is equipped with eyesight, and you have Siri right here, which you can access Siri by pressing that button there. Awesome to have the adaptive cruise control. You can be in cruise control and shift to a different gear in the manual transmission, and then it'll still continue to go at that desired speed that you have. Super awesome. The cruise control in these cars is actually great. You have the old school cruise control button right here. It's not on the wheel itself. This button is just to determine how far you want your distance to be from the car in front of you when you're in cruise control. I personally prefer the old school cruise control of the Toyotas and Subarus, but that's just me. And the second thing I love about the new Subaru BRZ, guys, is these seats. The bolstering has been upgraded. They are more padding, they're more comfortable. They are a little bit more lumbar support, so my back doesn't hurt as bad as when I had my FRS. And the material they're made out of is, I don't know what it is, but super soft, but also like dog hair resistant. The dog hair just kind of comes right off of there. They're kind of easy to clean. And this is the premium trim. With the limited, you have like an Alcantara red stripe down the middle, but these seats are a game changer. When I had my FRS, I actually wanted to upgrade to these seats and put these seats in my old FRS, just because when I sat in the new gen, I couldn't believe how comfortable these seats are. Game changer right here. Thank you, Subaru. But it's not just for me, guys. This is for passengers. I know my girlfriend wasn't too fond of the FRS ride quality and seats, but here in the new gen, the seats are surprisingly comfortable. And when we were coming back from my friends on Thanksgiving, it was about a 2-hour road trip, I dang near fell asleep on the way home. Didn't help that I was like 5 beers deep, but I did almost fall asleep. These seats are very comfortable, especially for passengers. All right, next up, guys, is the new headlights on the new gen BRZ. They are LEDs. I think the premium, or I think the limited trim actually gets ones that move and follow your turns. But these headlights are absolutely amazing. You got your daytime running lights, you got your regular lights. I mean, look at these things. The DRL is my favorite. You got a nice DRL right here. All right, and now next up, guys, is the physical climate control. Are you kidding me? Subaru's only car is the BRZ, guys, for the physical climate control when it comes to the new generation Subarus. Everything else is on this wannabe Tesla, hot garbage, digital button pushing trash. Like, that's honestly how I feel. This, hey, if I just want to turn the heat down, done. I turn the heat down. If I want to turn it off, done. Off. On. You know, I can sync them up, unsync them up. Super handy, you know? Imagine, Subaru. Come on, guys. Yeah, there's just something about having that physical button to just turn that heat up instantly or turn it down, turn that temperature up. I love the physical buttons. And then next up, guys, is Apple CarPlay. And this car, the infotainment, I think is the perfect size. I have Apple CarPlay. I have, I think, 7.5 inch. I don't know the exact specs of this screen, but I think those new Subarus with those big Tesla-like screens is just too much and a little overwhelming. The setup here is perfect. The ergonomics of my steering wheel to my shifter to my climate control to my infotainment, it's all perfectly placed and ergonomically friendly. I really enjoy the infotainment of the new BRZ. Awesome what they did there. Lastly, guys, as a final bonus thing I love about my new Subaru BRZ is I want to share with you guys the digital gauge cluster that has a gear indicator and track mode that completely changes the dash. It's really cool. Yeah, look at this thing, guys. You got your speedometer right there, your tachometer, and then if I go into first gear, it will indicate that I am in first gear. It's not doing it now just because I'm not actually moving, but if I want to go to track mode, that too doesn't happen. Oh, there we go. Track mode completely changes the look of everything. And I like how 0, 2, and 4 are so close together, but 5, 6, 7 are all super spread out. Really, really awesome. Love the gauge cluster. I never thought I would like a digital gauge cluster so much, but this thing is so sweet. Well, there you guys have it. 5 things I hate and a few things I love about my new Subaru BRZ 2024. This car is amazing. They got the eyesight on the new ones, if you guys haven't noticed. The 24 does get the eyesight, which is really cool. I got my winter setup on here right now since I live here in beautiful northern Arizona, where it doesn't really ever snow until January. But I recently damn near totaled the car on my summer tires a few weeks ago when we did get some rain and then it turned to ice. So we got the 98, 99 old STI gold wheels with some Pirelli Ice asymmetrical tires. We got the red Rally Armor mud flaps. That's basically all I've done to the car. I'm gonna put the F1 blinking module in the back so no one smashes my nice little booty. Oh, we got a ceramic coat that was kind of not the best job. You can still see a little bit of the scratches in the paint, so I wanna redo that. But other than that, it's pretty much stock. Besides the wheels and tires, I did get the STI valve stem caps, and I do want to get the Remark axle back in the future, just so not only people can't see me, even though people can't see me, they'll at least be able to hear me. I don't know why I'm so paranoid about getting hit in this car, but I am. It's just very low to the ground. I do actually want to get the duckbill from Subaru, the one that sits up a little bit higher here. That is next on the list as well. But yeah, guys, thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Get yourself a new Subaru BRZ. They're definitely better than a WRX.